Yeah, my boy. Man, fuck it, I'm going to the pump. Yo, welcome to Hood Approved with Flesh Wound Dan, that's me, and producer Todd.
What's cracking?
Let's.
I love how that just completely. You're like,
I thought that was a trap.
Hibbity hop. What's up?
I thought that was a trap after
no
Hugs talking about the origins of that. So
oh no, Dan. I
was like, I'm not falling for it.
Okay.
So yes, we're back with Hood Approved reviews. We'll see if they're Hood Approved. I guess it's not. It's just Hood Approved, right? I got to say it right. This is just Hood Approved.
Yes,
and you'll see that doesn't mean they are Hood Approved, but we'll make that determination. So yes, Todd, how are
Dan's
you?
the authority.
Fuck yeah, I'm the final word. The final boss. Todd, how are you doing tonight?
I am chilling.
Yeah. So we've got a bigger, not bigger. Well, yeah, bigger budget.
It's the biggest movie that's entered the Hood Approved arena. I mean, before this, I think the record may have been Fat Beached. I mean, but yes, the budget definitely trumps Hood Rat 2.
Yeah, Fat Beach, I guess, was somewhat of a healthy budget. There's a lot of Hood movies that are like made with money you find in the couch. Like there's like no money.
You leave Hood Rat 1 alone. We know it was garbage. I get it.
Hood Rat 2 was
a masterpiece. I understand that.
Yeah.
If you have not heard our Hood Rat and Hood Rat 2 review, go check it out. And check out Cutthroat Alley and the other Hood Rat.
Yes, the literal rat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with Ice-T. Hood Rat 2 is a special movie. It's a case of bloody murder where it's like you can't judge Bloody Murder 2 by Bloody Murder 1. Like you really kind of have to like just Hood Rat 2 is just gang of hood rats that go from one group of hood rats to the next and just get into fights with them for 70 minutes. It's a very unique bad movie. But anyways, we're here tonight
we're not necessarily talking about hood rats tonight, but we do have some women to talk about.
We do have some ladies to talk about. The new film from director Lawrence Lamont, One of Them Days. And in this film, when best friends and roommates Drew and Alyssa discover Alyssa's boyfriend has blown their rent money, the duo finds themselves going to extremes in a race against the clock to avoid eviction and keep their friendship intact. So our comedy duo in this one, Kiki Palmer as Drew and SZA as Alyssa. And you're impressed that I said it right?
I am.
You're impressed. I was watching you. I was like, Todd's waiting for me to say SZA or something stupid. I know SZA. We're tight, Todd.
Okay.
Talk to her all the time.
What genre of music does she make?
Beautiful music, Todd. Very beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful. So
she's not one of those hood rat rappers, is what I'm saying. She doesn't do that Cardi B shit. She's an actual singer, can make actual music.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you Cardi B fans she's not making actual music. It's funny. Oh, now I'm gonna do it. I remember in the 90s, male hip hoppers. What the fuck was that? I remember in the 90s, the rappers used to get fucking bitched at about the way they talk about women. Now them hoes are doing it worse. So chill the fuck out. Who you calling a bitch? Bitch! I see you now. God damn it.
Yeah. So Issa Rae also produced this one. So one thing I'll say for a buddy comedy, I think those two ladies have great chemistry. It's one of those movies where I'll be honest, I don't know what the box office results were for it, but you could see them getting into other adventures, even though it feels like this kind of has an ending, but you could throw them into another situation.
This is 100% a fucking female Friday. I mean,
yeah,
it's like, okay. Budget was 14 million estimated. it made 25 million worldwide, but to be honest, it only really opened in the US.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
uh, yeah, I think it made 100 grand, and I don't know where else it played worldwide. But yeah, it made its budget back.
And
So
it'll do well on streaming, I'm sure.
on streaming, digital, it's it's. I want to say last I looked, it was at 100% Rotten Tomatoes, which doesn't happen. Like what is it at now? Yeah, the popularity rating, it's getting a 7.2 out of 10, like from IMDb. But yeah, it's been review wise, it's been killing it.
Yeah, I can see because it's so rare that we get good silly comedies nowadays. Like we don't get it. This really did feel like it was made in like 1996 or 97. Like it feels like a 90s comedy. Like I said, you like the ladies a lot. Kiki Palmer is great as Drew. Um, we're surrounded with a good supporting cast. Lil Rel Howery is in there. Cat Williams pops up. Maud Apatow, who is the daughter of Judd Apatow and Leslie Mann. She's
Bethany
the new white neighbor that moves into their
into the bottoms. If anyone from
yeah.
LA knows the bottom,
Yeah, it was kind of funny how they all react to her. It There's some standout moments of physical comedy in here. The blood bank scene is fucking hilarious. This isn't like, you might be listening to this review and you're not necessarily a fan of like hood comedies like Friday. I think this one honestly plays pretty well for just fans of physical comedy. I mean, that blood bank scene was hilarious. The Jordans on the power line bit that they did, like all of that was funny. Now it's an R-rated comedy. I do feel, and I probably have said this in just about every review of an R-rated comedy in recent years, I do feel they could have pushed the R rating more. And no, I'm not talking about nudity or anything like that. Just like they probably could have gotten a little more raunchy than they did. But because honestly, this one's not particularly raunchy. I mean, there's some dick jokes, and like I said, a lot of the humor really just comes from them getting fucked up in various different ways trying to come up with this rent money.
yeah, it's a comedy of errors. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
simple formula. It's tried and true, and you got characters that have good chemistry or actresses, and
Mhm.
it just works. I mean, the situation they're in. I mean, I love the fact, it's like we're just sightseeing in LA. I mean, this is an LA picture.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I didn't know going in how much. I knew I'd be somewhat entertained, but I really ended up like really liking this. I almost saw this one again when I was doubling up stuff, but and what was something else. But yeah, yeah, it's just a fun like picture. Like, and I
Mm.
know even someone like I saw on someone posting something about it. Like, I didn't even know they released, comedies in the movie theaters anymore.
Yeah, I always say to people with that, I'm like, we'll get like some good like dark comedies a lot of times that have roots in other genres, or good more like like, I don't mean highbrow in a bad way, but something like Real Pain, which I loved. Like comedies like that are kind of dramedies, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, like just silly comedies that aren't pure garbage, like most of the Adam Sandler stuff on Netflix. Like they are rare. And I think this movie is going to stick out and be special to people because it is really good. It doesn't do anything new necessarily. This isn't the most original movie in the world, but I thought it was really charming, and there were at least a handful of really solid laughs for me in this one. And the way they all King Lolo, who was like the trying to hunt them down, I thought he was obviously a funny kind of callback to Friday. And yeah, I don't know that this is gonna be looked at as, God, Friday, 30 years since the first one this year.
No.
I don't know that it's going to go down in history as that movie, which obviously is still talked about all the time today. But I do think I see this one like 10 years from now, people might still talk about it. Like, I think there is something to it. I would not be opposed at all if they reteam them for something else. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. We also get Cat Williams in a small role as Lucky. Yeah. So was it a pleasant surprise for you, Todd?
Yeah, I like I said, I kind of felt like it was something I was going to like, felt like something I was going to enjoy, but it just it really delivered. I had a great time with it. It was better than I expected.
Yeah, my cats are fighting if you hear hissing in the background. A literal cat fight.
I'm trying to figure out the actress's name, but the apartments they live in looks exactly like where the girl got offed. It was covered in the Murder by Fame documentary, the series we watched too, and I'm trying to because I'm trying to figure out her name. I know she was geez, I can't think of her name, but yeah, and I think she was killed in the Bottoms too. So I'm like, is that the same apartment complex? Because it looks like it, but I don't know if the actual complex was shot in the Bottoms. But
I'm gonna say probably not, but I don't know much about the behind the scenes on this one. So,
yeah.
But yeah, no, check it out. And I know, I mean, it comes up a lot with modern comedies. There's no like, I mean, I guess if you wanted to pay, there's no like political messaging or anything. It's just a fun movie that I think honestly has broad appeal. I think people will really like it, even if it doesn't seem like it's normally your thing. So, what do you rate it, Todd?
Man, I had a really good time. I'm not gonna give it the full-fledged 5 for now, but I'm gonna give it a 4.5. Room to grow. I've been wanting to watch it again. I mean, it just works and it's fun. Like, it honestly, enjoyment level, I should just give it a 5 because I had a great time. So
I am a 3.5, which is a lot higher than I necessarily thought I'd go on this. So I do recommend it. Catch it in the theater if you can. If not, I'm sure it'll be streaming somewhere, and we'll see. Hopefully this did just well enough that they'll consider doing a sequel.
I can see it getting sequels. And the actress I was talking about was Tara Carrera Mullen from the one who was murdered. Yeah, she was shot and killed by a gangman in front of her apartment complex in Inglewood, California. And Inglewood is the Bottoms, where the. So I don't know if it's the same, but like the gate and the setup and even the way it's described was the same. But a lot of hoodie apartments have that double gate and similar setup. But I don't know, it because of the Bottoms. It just, if you know the case, it just all kind of fit together. But
interesting.
So I brought a dark part of like true crime into it when I was watching it,
just
because I'm like
ending it on a downer.
Yeah, we're not done with the hood yet, though.
We are not done with the hood. We are heading back to the hood,
to the barrio.
So, true story. Last time
I knew it was coming.
Last time we were down there, Kruger hit me with a German suplex into this movie, and it's a miracle. Nothing was damaged at all. It's still
that beautiful slipcover. No dings.
Survived
it. No fucking Germans can take out the Hoochie Mama drama, because
you were quite mad, although I don't know why at me, because that was like Kruger.
I wasn't mad at anyone because everything was fine.
Yeah, well,
I cussed at you, but that's what I do.
He suplexed me right into the.
But enough about the suplex. We must talk about
Hoochie Mama.
Wait.
What?
So is one of them days hood approved?
Yeah, one of them days.
I agree.
Yes.
All right. Now, to find out if Hoochie Mama Drama is.
Hoochie Mama Drama from 2008 and director Alfredo Reyes. In this film, a Los Angeles Mexican hood comedy about drug dealing Lothario, juggling women, and navigating drug deals. That's not the best synopsis in the world, but that pretty much nails it as far as the story.
You want me to read the official one? I
You
can.
can read the official one if you feel they need more.
Well, let's just.
Probably just about as much as I gave.
It's fine. Yeah, it's good.
So yeah, that pretty much this movie is. These lower budget hood movies tend to be very short on plot. Like that's kind of a.
To be fair, most hood movies in general are short on plot.
That is
even if you look at the last one, the plot, while it's entertaining and keeps moving, I mean the plot's not anything.
Yeah, nothing too deep, but it's essentially about this this lady named Guerra. Is that how you say it, like properly, or Guerra? More like with a W, kind of Guerra. Played by Monique Labar, who I will say off the top is fucking gorgeous.
I agree.
A lot of good looking ladies. There is one girl in this that is like the dead ringer for Salma Hayek. Like fucking like dead ringer. Like she's so close to it, it's insane. But yeah, it's pretty much her. She wants to basically be like the top chick for this guy Lazy.
She wants to be the Firma Heine. So yeah, top.
There you go. She wants to be top dog, basically. And somehow, some way, even though he's kind of a boob, he manages to get all these hot chicks, and she wants to make him fall in love with her and be like the only one, essentially.
Why don't you pit my panther? Eh?
This one, I'm going to say, maybe not for as broad of an audience as One of Them Days. I think this one
it entertained you enough, Dan. I was kind of curious where we were going to go.
It doesn't. It's not great. It doesn't overstay its welcome. Now, one issue I have with this one is essentially more of a sex comedy. And it's like fully clothed sex scenes.
It's hood comedy first, but yeah, I get it what you mean. Like I didn't go in it that way. I knew nudity. It's one of my notes was going to come up.
It's very heavy on the sex comedy for me. Like this one really kind of qualifies, and that annoys me because again, beautiful women. Monique Labar, who plays Wera, I mean, she is stunning, and all the other ladies were as well.
Leslie
so this
Garza, do you know her?
She played La China.
Do you know why? You should
I know her
from
something. I'm not gonna cheat.
She's on WoW. She is a wrestler.
Oh, you're right. Fuck. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, she went on to some fame. I enjoyed looking at the ladies, but it's like this fully clothed dry humping when it's very much a sex comedy setup.
See, I was in the hood comedy mind, so that didn't bother me. I knew you were gonna bitch, and we did get some good side boob at least. I was like, yeah, you should just tuck your top off. We got some jiggle.
I'm telling you, it's like usually more often than not, hood movies don't like giving you the boobs, and I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm used to the rapper movies, and now that we're getting more into the hood movies,
even a lot of those don't.
Well, when I say the rapper movies, I talk about the ones they made themselves.
But you would think that would be the easiest thing.
I agree. I get it.
Get some chicks to show their boobs in these movies, but it wouldn't be hard.
See, I love this thing. I fucking loved it. Shocker, I know.
Okay,
because it's fucking funny, eh? Because you can tell they're all trying to be cholos and cholas, eh? Because it's so obvious they're not, and their acts like that's why I don't fucking talk like a cholo, because I sound like a dumb fuck like these guys. You can tell they're not like they're pretending to be cholas and cholos. They're not like, it's funny, you can tell the difference in it. That to me makes it even funnier. But I like that it was like just fucking it was simple, breezy. I was laughing.
I like there's a few bits, like I don't want to say this is awful because there are some awful hood movies.
I'd put this in between Hood Rat and Hood Rat 2. Like I think there's I think
Oh,
it's
better than
funny.
the first Hood Rat.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It'd be somewhere in between. I'm not saying it's Hood Rat 2 level,
Yeah.
but but I like this is the level of like just hood barrio. See, I think I watched because technically, Mexican barrio, but like that one year I watched all the Pumpkin Patch Pictures stuff. Like that's low budget, like low
Yeah.
budget stuff. So I don't know, seeing something like this, like where if Hood Rat had this much plot, I think the first one it would have been a lot more entertaining. But this one has a lot more going on. I think the girls are funny. I don't know. It's maybe it's just because like I like know these type of people, so
Yeah.
it makes it even funny because like that fucking cholo fucking maybe a little more authentic, but it's funny, like because you can just
There,
every other word is a
yeah, there's a lot. There's a drinking game to be played there, but
fuck that.
there wasn't anything that was like laugh out loud for me. But I like the moment like after she leaves Lazy's apartment after banging him or house after banging him. She had made him nachos, and then when she comes back because she forgot something to see like the other chick that he's banging eating her nachos, like that was kind of amusing.
That was pretty fucking racist, Dan, because they were nowhere near nachos, and now you're just like, I'm just gonna give it a Mexican food name.
I thought they were nachos, wasn't? Oh, maybe they weren't. No, they were.
But I was just say the high note was down. Like she's fucking cooking for him and shit. Like, I get it.
I was gonna say, I was like, man, it looks like she's she's fucking gorgeous.
She goes and sees her fucking psychic to get the fucking get him to follow up. Like,
Yeah,
see that? Like, it's like just some of the Mexican stereotypes are pretty fucking funny. I think that's the stuff that was getting me. That it's nothing but fucking brown stereotypes, and it's I don't know. I think that's what I like. It's I don't want to say it's slightly racist, but it's kind of fucking on the nose.
they needed at least this one, like you said, it does have a plot, and the way they tie it all together at the end, I'm like, oh, okay, well, there was some effort put into this, because there's some really bad hood movies where it really feels like they just didn't even have a script. They just picked up a camera.
Oh, we got some more of those coming up. Don't worry.
Yeah, but not really for me. But I wasn't miserable either. I mean, there's an audience. It's just not really me in this case.
Yeah.
So,
well, I was, and I had a good time with it. Like I said, it's not Hood Rat 2. It's not that level of excellence, but it gave me some laughs. And if you want to look at the fucking some typical LA dudes, it's pretty funny.
okay, well, what do you rate it?
Don't worry, I'm not crazy. For my level of enjoyment, I'm going to give it a 3.
Okay. I'm a 1.5, but don't let that sway you, because again, this is just it's just not really a me thing.
Well, I'm going to give it the Barrio approved, since that's what we're doing on this one, because it's brown.
There you go. So
I think you'll have fun with it. If you're Mexican, you know some of these Mexicans, so it'll be entertaining.
Yeah, I'm sure. So not hood approved for me, but hood approved for Todd, and that's all that matters.
It's no mi vida loca. There we go.
No mi vida loca. So guys, comment, let us know any other hood movies you think we should tackle at some point, and we'll try and get to those. Patreon.com/fleshwoundfeatures. It all starts at just $1. We don't take super chats from you or contribute to you having to watch a bunch of ads over our shit. So please consider checking us out on Patreon. We give you a lot there, so that's how you can contribute to our lewdness, let's say, just by doing that. And that's all I've got. Check these out. Let us know what you think in the comments. And good night. Todd didn't think I'd know SZA, so I proved him wrong.
Name one of her songs.
I really enjoyed her last album's single. I'm having Todd, do you still see me? I'm having technical.
Oh yeah, Dan. Whatever. Yeah. Well, one thing I did forget to mention, so I'm going to say it. So you can come back, Dan. Don't be.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, of course. I did pop for the fact that on the credits for Hoochie Mama Drama, all of the music had MySpace addresses under them. I was like,
Well,
oh,
2008. It wasn't.
yeah.
It was on its way to being dead. No, 2008. It was still. Yeah, it's
I
still
just that made me laugh. So, yeah, the soundtrack I do want to comment. It was just some nice low budget.
They have a end credits, the Hoochie Mama Drama song.
Yes, which I enjoyed.
Pretty catchy.
Yeah, so if you like some B grade hip hop, check that out too. Okay, now we can go, Dan. I'll stop. Money's on the dresser. We're out this bitch. See you next time.